This is the second game on match day 13 of the East African Safari, and it is a clash between Mt.Satima and Mt.Rwenzori. The two captains are here with me, Abraham Subuga, the captain for Satima, Solomon Wamachgo is the captain for Mt.Rwenzori, and the match umpire Elizabeth Nakibule, and we are here for the toss. Heads is the call, and Tiles is on top. Abraham, you've won the toss. What are you going to be doing first and why?
We are going to bowl first. Like we want them to set like the target so that we just come and chase it.
A few of your players missing out in today's game. What do you hope what is the strategy going into this game for you to pick up the win?
Okay. Some guys are missing, but for me, I'm happy for the youngsters. So today I'm giving the youngsters a chance.
All the best, Akram, and go well.
Thank you.
Solomon, if you had gotten a chance of winning the toss, what were your plans?
We are planning to bat first, so it works out very well for us. We are looking to set about 120 first score, and then come and defend that.
If your returnees in your team and your team now on a winning streak of sorts, what do you hope to do better going into this game and also having the playoffs in sight?
Just keep doing the basics right. Great attitude out there from the boys, and keep fighting for each and every ball.
Solomon, go well and all the best in the game.
Thank you.
And that is the news coming from the center. Mt.Satima has won the toss and opted to bowl first. The umpires who will be taking us through this game have already made their way right to the middle. And as you heard the news that came from the center, Mt.Satima has won the toss and opted to bowl first against Mount Elgon. Today is match day number 13 of the East African Safari. The game you're watching live now is broadcasting from the Florida Cricket Oval. The playing 11s of both teams there are Mt.Rwenzori, Solomon Rwamachigo's the captain, Julius Woji, Mahad Sechito, Tom Adupu, Emmanuel Okwalinga, Akena Helevis, Hariom Dudarejia, Moses Achema, Haris Vigijiani, Hemant Hirani, and Navin Pindoria. Whereas for Mt.Satima, Amiri Ochaya, London Muhanguzi Timoth, Victor Mugisha, Vigirio Odeke, Akram Soboga, Mitali Ethan, Davis Wanyama, Katoroni, Loikindwa Mturachi, Nathan Serunjoji, and Stephen Othieno right there. A bit of a breeze here at Florida Cricket Oval, but nonetheless, the umpires already there to set us going. Emetu Paul leading with the runs there in this tournament. The match starting a few minutes from now. And from wherever you catch this game, this is match day number 13. We had a morning clash happening between Mount Elgon, who were squaring off against Mount Meru, and Mount Meru coming out winning that game by 7 runs. It was really an interesting match to set up the day. First things first, my name is Evan Sipa and Sajab here in the comms, and I'll be telling you the stories of this beautiful match between Mt.Satima and Mt.Rwenzori. Akram Soboga ready to marshal up his troops right here, whereas Rwenzori, who have now been picking the wins at leisure, are right there ready to make a mark. Tutarejea Hariom and Mahadi Sechito are the batters who are making their way to the middle. Akram Soboga has the ball for Mt.Satima. The Satima team, too much changed. Richard Sohera with the under-19 not available today. Geoffrey Kakere, although with some engagements in Kampala, not available today alongside Eddie Agaba. But Akram Soboga saying that yes, they are not available, but nothing can stop Reggie, nothing can stop an idea whose time has come. We will come out and we will make a mark. And we are just moments away from the first ball of this match. Sechito Mahadi will be facing that first ball of the game. There is a very heavy breeze blowing here at Florida Cricket Oval, and the ball might be swinging a lot here. But Akram Soboga, they are getting ready to deliver the first ball of this innings. They will be coming in from the forest end. The breeze is still continuing to swing across this ground. And the standing umpires for this afternoon clash, 2 female umpires right in the middle. Nakibule Elizabeth standing alongside Hope Tandeka. And here we are for the first ball of this match. Angling one in. But it is a dot ball there for Akram Soboga to start off the over. Third man and field leg both at the boundary. Katoroni at third man and Stephen Othieno at fine leg. But a good start there for Satima Mountain. Driven down the ground and a misfield there. The ball rolling all the way to the boundary. A little too full. And Mahadi Sechito pumping on its bounce. A glorious off drive, which is misfielded there. Will roll all the way to the boundary. Not a very good fielding display there. And it is the wicketkeeper Vigrio Odeke who makes a mess of it. And the ball rolling to the boundary. The shackles are broken already. Another dirty ball there for Kramosoboga. Much better line. The previous boundary was a little short and wide, giving Sechito Mahadi all the time to get onto its bounce. But now Akramosoboga expecting something out of their surface, and he picks up a dirty ball. Much needed. Hit down the ground again, but straight to the fielder. And they will take the single. Still trying to motor on and still trying to find the runs. And now the right-handed Hariom Dudarejia comes on strike to face beautifully guided onto the onside, and good running between Hariom Dudarejia and Sechito Mahadi as they return for the second run. Runs are flowing in the current passage of play here. One more to play in the first over there by Nsoboga Akram. But Sechito Mahadi and Akram Nsoboga and Hariom showing that they are really ready for the task. Raw pace and the dot ball. End of the over. 7 for none is the score after the first. It has been indeed a very good first over there from Akram Soboga. Just 7 runs off that over. Mitali Ethan coming to bowl the second over of this game. The breeze reducing a bit at this time. And now we do see the sun starting to pierce out of the clouds. Hit into the vacant onside area there by Mahadi Sechito. He manages to send that one towards the deep square leg boundary, and the ball rolls all the way to the boundary, just opening up his blade and getting to its bounce, and Sechito Mahadi manages to send it to the boundary. Second boundary for Mahadi Sechito, taking the liking to the bowling of Mitali Ethan. Pace off, same shot, left-hander, typical of him, Mahadi Sechito, and it is another boundary. You come quickly, you go quickly. Back-to-back boundaries, two set to the boundary in a flash. But look at that one there, full access right into the block hole from Italy, Ethan, but the ball angling in and well picked up by Mt.Sechito, and it runs now flowing for Mt.Rwenzori. Rwenzori did start as a very, very strong opposition. They lost so many easy games, but now they have found groove. Another one down the ground, but this time around they have introduced the fielder in Nathan Serunjoji, patrolling that deep mid wicket, and only a single they will do take. Brilliant work here. (16 for no loss), and runs don't seem to be stopping to flow. Worked onside, and the misfield there will give them a chance to take the run right under the watch of Victor Mugisha. A little sloppy in his approach. To the pads, and that has been the strong area for Mt.Sechito as he manages to end that over with a single. A fruitful over there for Mt.Rwenzori, 12 off the over, and after 2, 19 for no loss is the score. That dot ball there brings us the end of the over. 18 for none is what the scoreboard reads as we come to the end of the second over. Akram Musubuga went for 7 runs in his first over. He is the captain for Mt.Satima, and he will be returning to bowl his second over. Good start there for Akram Musubuga. Straight to the fielder, but they will do take the run. Work to do there by the fielders who are trying to put the backup in place. Akram Musubuga just making some changes in the field for the right-handed Hariom. Well guided. Brilliant there, beating the fielder backward of point, and good running as they do come back for the second run. Brilliant passage of play so far for Mt.Rwenzori. They are making sure that they do find the gaps and they do score the runs. And currently everything they have touched has turned into gold as they continue motoring on. Well guided straight to the fine leg fielder Katoroni, not reacting very quickly, and another run taken under his watch. Hariom Dudarejia and Mt.Sechito have really made sure that they keep finding the runs. That throw they are not coming in quick time. At least for this over, Akram Sobuga has tried to make sure that he doesn't concede boundaries. That is screamed away, but the effort to dive by the field that covers will only give them that single, but it won't stop them from running. Mt.Satima has really been finding the runs. 17 of 11 is what he has, whereas his partner in Mt.Rwenzori has 6 of 6. The two batters currently at the crease, who are making sure that they do find the runs. Final ball of the over. Well guided backward of point there and misfield, but only a single they will do take, bringing us to the end of the over. $24 for no loss is the score after 3 overs for Mt.Rwenzori. Satima has won the toss and opted to bowl first, but looks like now the decision is quickly backfiring. They really do need to break the partnership here. They really need a breakthrough to make sure that they pick up one of these two batters, Mt.Satima and Mt.Rwenzori. But if these two stick in, it might be very, very hard for Mt.Satima to pick up the win. And now Mt.Ethan will be returning for his second over from the highway end. Near the wide line, and a good start there from Mt.Ethan. It is a dot ball. Gets onto it there, Mt.Rwenzori, well guided to deep point, and they will run and pick up the second run. Some good backup fielding there by Victor Mugisha, cutting off that one very nicely. Runs are still coming on board for Rwenzori. Outside the tram lines and should be called wide there by the umpire. Another one well placed into the gap there by Hariom, and another single. Good running. Motoring on. Current run rate 8.10. Projected score reading 162. Very much defended on this wicket. Fourth stump line, and it is a dot ball there for Mt.Ethan. Off the hip and backward towards the fine leg side, and they will pick up a double. The two batters are looking very, very comfortable, and they are motoring on. They have found the runs. Up in the air, there is a fielder, and Akram Sobuga there will get hold onto that chance. Created the chance there. Mt.Ethan bowling it a little into the surface. A little foul there for Mt.Sechito. If Mad had opened up his blade and played it to the offside, he could have had the chance of sending it maybe to the boundary, but in the end closing on his blade a bit. And Akram Sovoga there taking some bit of composure for him to get hold onto the opportunity. Long time homecoming, but it is a wicket that falls. The first one goes. Mt.Sechito departs, and something to celebrate for Mt.Satima. Sechito looked very, very comfortable and he was motoring on finding the runs, but he will have to make the long walk back to the hut. 30-1 is the score as we come to the end of the fourth over. Good over there. It started with a wicket. Just that boundary for there by Hemant Hirani. But a wicket falling in that over. 2 wickets falling in a flash. One falling off the final ball of the 4th over. And another one falling off the first ball of the 5th over. Now we are into over number 6. Final over to complete the power play, and it will be Mitali Ethan coming to bowl that over. Harish and Hemant, both of them looking to make a mark. 2 wickets are falling in a flash. The 2 opening batters, Mahadi Sechito and Hariom Dudereji, both back to the dugout, off the pads and backward of the square there. And Haris gets off the mark. Good rotation there. These 2 batters finding the runs now. There is need of some bit of rebuilding job because the 2 openers who had started going have both been dismissed. These 2 batters, both of them play for Mukono Warriors Cricket Club. But it is a dot ball there. And somehow there is some bit of a breather because runs were flowing previously, but now Mt.Satima has found a way of reducing on the leakage of runs. They're now hitting the good areas and making sure that they don't give anything away easy. A little short, but it will be a dot ball. To the body and whipped away. Mitali Ethan failing to have that good ball control, and he will be happy that that one wasn't helped on its way to the boundary because it was a little too loose coming in from him. Keeping him stuck in his crease, but it will be a dot ball. The run rate has now dropped from 10, where it was initially in the first 3 overs, and it is now 6. Projected score reading 135. Up in the air and straight to the fielder. Good take there by Victor Mugisha to see off Haris. Tried to go for that pedal, but didn't time it well into the surface, and wanted to get it off his body line there. Ethan Mitali picks up his 2nd wicket, and the 3rd one for Mt.Rwenzori falls right inside the power play. They looked very comfortable in the first 3 overs, but now wickets are tumbling very quickly. Something to celebrate there for Mt.Satima. Coming collecting that catch there, Victor Mugisha, to give Mt.Satima another wicket. And now Emmanuel Okwalinga is the batter who makes his way to the crease. 38 for a loss of 3 wickets. Kwalinga, a very, very happy man. You will always see him with that smile on his face. Three wickets falling inside the power play, and the 38 for 3 is the score after 6. To bowl the 7th over will be London Timothy Muhanguzi. But the breeze persisting here at Florida. And there are some slight drizzles that are starting to come out of the heavens. The sun momentarily disappearing. Long on, long off, and Kaokona at the boundary. A little fall there from London. But good fielding there from Nathan Serunjoji. Right at covers, cutting that one off very nicely. Creamed away. Chance for 2. Good running between Hemant Hirani and Emmanuel Okwaling as they come back for the second run. Gates that one to backward point, and it will be another single. Good rotation of strike. Hirani, Hemant and Okwalinga Emmanuel know that they now have to do some bit of rebuilding work here for Rwenzori Mountain. Long on, long off. Kaokona still stuck at the boundary for Emmanuel Okwalinga, the new man in. London picked up a wicket off his very first ball, and it was Hariom who fell for the trap. Very, very full there. But he goes away with it. A hit me ball, not hit by Okwalinga. Another full toss is screamed away through the cover area to the boundary. He did not punish him previously, but now he's hit that one. Picking it up on the full and creams it through to pick up a boundary. Good batting there from Emmanuel Okwalinga. The drizzle starting to become a little heavy. Much better there from London Muhanguzi. Bringing us to the end of the over. 45 for a loss of 3 wickets is the score as we come to the end of the 5th over. I beg your pardon, the end of the 7th over. Bowling change for Mt.Satima. Stephen Othieno, leg spinner, now into the attack. Extra cover, deep mid wicket, long on, long off, all at the boundary. Starts with a short one, but not well hit there. One bounce before reaching the popping crease, and it is a no ball there from the umpire. Chance for Emmanuel Okwalinga to flex. He rushed himself to ball. Goes hard for the free hit, but doesn't quite put it into the gap. I feel that Stephen Othieno has somehow gone away with it, because that ball wasn't really hit well. Another short ball is helped on its way all the way for a maximum. Just waiting for it, stand and deliver. Short pitch there from Stephen Othieno, and Hemant Hirani says thank you. That maximum will bring up the 50 runs as team total for Mt.Rwenzori. And if there from Mugisha Victor at long off goes in vine, as that ball goes all the way to the boundary. $54 now for 3. Another full toss there, but it goes unpunished. Stephen Othieno should look at trying to bowl a little backwards. Dirty ball there, the flighted ball not hit. Create some room and cast that one away, but it will pick up the fielder at extra cover. And only a single, but good rotation of strike here so far. Power there from Okwalinga, slicing it a bit. And just one still added to the total, bring us the end of the over. $11 runs off Stephen Othieno's first. And after 8, 56 for a loss of 3 is the score. Bowling change for Mt.Satima. Victor Mugisha into the attack, replacing London Timothy Muhanguzi. The batter somehow getting comfortable with the spin, and now a seamer introduced into the attack. Victor Mugisha, a brother at one of the standing umpires in Hope Tandeka. Family affair, cricket being a home trade now for them. Long off and extra cover, protecting the offside. And on the onside there is cow corner and fine leg. Down the leg and it's wides. Mugisha Victor currently all over the place. He is here and there. Back wides down the leg there from Victor Mugisha. Not sure what he's trying to execute. But when you look at his field setup on the on side, he has a fielder at cow corner and another one standing at fine leg. But because deep square leg and deep mid wicket are vacant, it means any ball that will be timed by Victor Okwalinga Emmanuel can quickly be set to the boundary. Much better there, getting some bounce, raw bounce there off the surface. And now a good idea there from Victor Mugisha, going to ball right arm around the wickets to make sure that he creates that bit of angle for the batters. And the fielders front of the square are both standing at 45 yards. Crammed straight to point, and they will take the single. Well guided to extra cover for another single in the over. Hemant Hirani and Emmanuel Okwalinga still finding the runs for Mt.Rwenzori. 3 wickets falling right inside the power play, but these two with the rebuilding job and making sure that they help Rwenzori to put up a formidable total. The tournament itching close at the playoffs. You blink, you lose, so don't want to lose any game here. The edge of the blade there put into play, but it is a dot ball. Yoka keeps him stuck in his crease, and by runs there, bringing us to the end of the over. 9 overs have been bowled, and 61 for a loss of 3 is the score. Mt.Satima has won the toss in this game, and they have opted to bowl fast. The game started when runs were flowing for Mt.Rwenzori, but somehow Mt.Satima has found a way of trying to dry up those runs by picking up 3 quick wickets. Leg spinner back in the attack, Stephen Otieno. Full toss. Hit me ball. Okwalinga says, yes, I can hit that one, and he hits it all the way for a maximum. Looks like in his release, he didn't grip the ball so well. The ball running out of his hands. And Okwalinga says, thank you. Now the bowler under pressure. First ball going for a maximum. Another full toss is hit up in the air, but there is a fielder. Victor Mugisha not getting hold onto that. There is a no ball call from the umpire, but that is all the way for a maximum. It is an above the west no ball there, and a free hit for Emmanuel Okwalinga, a chance for him to continue flexing. 2 maximums in this over with a free hit on the cards. I feel that it is going to be runs. Good bowling there from Steven Othieno. That is the ball. Get turn and bounce off the surface, and the free hit goes unpunished. Protection. The leg spin there. You will be having some of those balls which don't turn back, because he is a leg spinner and he's bowling to the borderline. Sometimes the balls stick there. But the umpire there confirming that it is by runs. Power straight to the fielder. Victor Mugisha there down in quick time, and just a single they will take. Hit into the gap, but beautiful fielded by Victor Mugisha, covering a lot of ground, running from long off and going too wide, but he manages to get hold of that ball, cutting it off to just a single. Short ball hit up in the air, chance to catch, but it lands safe there. Not well timed by Hemant Hirani. He's looking at his blade and saying that this bat didn't hit the ball well. Driven but well fielded, and it is the end of the over. That will bring us to the halfway mark of the innings. 79 for a loss of 3 is the score as we come to the end of the 10th over. 10 more to play in the first innings. Mugisha coming back to bowl his second over, 4 runs from his first. He starts with 1 down the leg and it will be wides. Not maintaining the good line that he has bowled in the first over. Good placement, and it will be a single there taken by Mt.Rwenzori. Okwalinga Emmanuel and Himatirani still stitching together. Another meaningful partnership here for Rwenzori Mountain. If they win their remaining 2 group stage games, they will seal a spot in the playoffs. Mt.Rwenzori. And when you have matters in your hands, you need to make sure that you do the job by yourself rather than relying on other teams to do the work for you. So Rwenzori will just be hoping that since Eligon stumbled in the morning today, if they win this game and win tomorrow's game, they are already there. Satima, Meru, Kilimanjaro, all the other teams, but Karisimbi sloping down very, very rapidly. Victor Mugisha struggling to find the rhythm, but somehow he's started finding the ball in good areas. Picks it up very nicely. Runs. London trying to come round, but the plan so far not working out for him. He picks up a dot ball there. Okwalinga there with the feeling that it might have been wide, but not given by the umpire. I think maybe because he moved close to where the ball was pitching. Thick edge. And he will take the single. But what a brilliant over there so far. 15 runs in it. Final ball of the over. 100 runs coming up on board as the team total for Rwenzori Mountain. Full toss, but not hit, and it is a dot ball. End of the 12th, 102 for 3 is the score. Bowling change, and it is Davis Wanyama who comes into the bowling attack for Mt.Satima. He comes into the attack replacing Mugisha Victor. Hits right, but it doesn't go all the way to the boundary, and they'll only take a single, but that was right in the hitting zone. Hit away and all the way to the boundary. Looked like that was not going to go all the way, but it was sweetly timed by Hemant Hirani. And the runs are still flowing here for Mt.Rwenzori. They have already crossed the 100 runs mark, and they are making sure that they keep finding the runs. Short and wide. Hirani opening up his blade and sending that one all the way to the boundary. Over the head of the fielder. The ball had to be precise, and a single. Good placement there, and it will be another single. Good work there. Lana Timothy Muhanguzi putting his body on the line, and he picks up That one very nicely cutting off the boundary. Off the edge of the blade, and it is another single. Bringing us to the end of over number 13. And the scoreboard reads 113 for 3. Another bowling change for Mt.Satima, and it is Nathan Serunjoji coming into the attack. Serunjoji replacing London from the highway end. Not a very good ball there to start the over. A little full, but hit down to long on for a single. Shot and hit away. Got it with the bounce, Hemant Hirani, and he sends it all the way to the boundary maximum there. Look at that shot there. Kept waiting for it and just manages to pick it up with a bounce, scoring a maximum. He goes again, and he manages to dissect the two fielders. Longo on and longo off, back-to-back boundaries there for Hemant Hirani. The way he waited for it, and he plays it with the bounce to send it to the boundary. Good placement there from Hemant. Goes again and pulls it to deep square leg. And they will take 2 runs. There is an appeal and given by the umpire. The umpire says there was a feather. The Hemant Hirani given caught behind. A little wide there from Nathan Serunjoji. Hemant trying to open up to carry it away, but doesn't make timing. Doesn't make connection. And the 4th wicket for Mt.Rwenzori goes. Plays it very late, but that was very, very close to the gloves. And there might have been something. bokola. Yenda kusikate kuno mtu kujja kote kiteri kusichombo gayo azanyama nyali yacho mbele. Atote kakoli nyali taliko yo list. Ni vini alikulist chi. You see the vini. Anene we muteke koteka kona vini doria. Muteke ko it is okay. Kale so. Free hit now. Okwalinga goes hard, but he doesn't make any sweet timing. But they will take the single. End of over number 14 and 128 for a loss of 4 is the score. Nsobuga Akram coming back to ball. He so far bowled 2 overs and conceded 13. He bowls some good raw pace. Long on, long off. Third man. And Kao corner at the boundary with another being introduced at extra cover. Nathan Serunjoji. Okwalinga already in the 40s. Dot ball there to start off the over. To extra cover. Good running. But only a single. Nearly made a mess of it there. Vigirio Odeke, the wicket keeper. Good bowling there from Akram Sobuga. He picks up a dot ball. Creating some room to cut, but not making any contact. Now the dot ball are very, very good for Mt.Satima because they will be hoping that they don't concede many runs. Already 129 on board. Puts them in a very bad position because runs were flowing previously. But Akram Musovuga has found a way of drying up the runs. Picking up some vital dot balls there for Mt.Satima. Captain taking matters in his hands. Fall and hit down to long off for a single, bringing us to the end of the over number 15. Wanyama Davis back into the attack, and he manages to pick up a wicket. Aguilera there from Naveen going across the line, exposing all his stumps. And Davis manages to dislodge the furniture. Look at that ball there. Trying to open up himself. But in the end, it is a wicket that goes. 50th wicket goes for Mt.Rwenzori. And 130 for 5 is the score after 15.1. Davis Wanyama picks up the wicket of Naveen, and Julius Woji is the new batter in, wicket keeper. 130 for 5 on board. Very, very defendable there for Mt.Rwenzori. Widith, and that's sliced away, but only a single, though he will get off the mark. Boji Julius. Driven straight to the extra cover fielder. Could have been a wide, but guided on its way there by Boji Julius to extra cover and another boundary. Full toss, and this time round hit to the onside, but good running as they come back for the second run. Touch and go. Good placement there from Okwalinga. Make sure that the scoreboard keeps finding the runs. And that single brings us to the end of over number 16 with the scoreboard reading 136 for 5. Emmanuel Okwalinga is just 4 runs shy of picking up a half century in this match. 4 more overs remaining to play in this game. Mitali Ethan, who has so far bowled 3 overs and conceded 19 runs, picking up 2 wickets, will be returning to bowl. Changing bowling ends now because he'll be coming in from the forest end. He starts off his over with a dirty ball. Two dot balls to start off the over. Good bowling there from Mitali Ethan. He has been the most economical so far. Him and Akramunsubuga have been the unplayable batters. That one hits straight to the field, and it is a third dot ball in the over. A bit of a leading edge, and they will do take the single. Bodge whipping that one off the pads into the vacant area, but a slow outfield there, backward of the square. Quick running as they do come back for the third run. Now 140 runs are on the board with 1 more ball remaining to play in this over number 17. Mitali bowling a little close at the pads, yet that line outside off stump was working out for him. Single to bring the end to the over. 17 overs gone, and 141 for a loss of 5 is the score. Davis Wanyama coming to bowl over number 18. Spin one end and pass the other end. Single there for Emmanuel Okwalinga. Emmanuel Okwalinga now inching closer to that half-century milestone. He's now on 49. Going across off that short ball, but it is a dot ball. Bodge goes, but that doesn't carry to Akramunsubuga long on, and he will take the single, bringing back Emmanuel Okwalinga on strike. Okwalinga just 1 run shy of reaching that mark of scoring a half-century in this East African Safari tournament. Misfield there, and Okwalinga will bring up his well-crafted half-century, raising up his bat there, but will compose the 50 off 40. Good batting this way there from him. Beautifully hit there by Julius Woji, picking up on that width offered to him, and he sends it to the boundary. It is the end of the 18th over, and the scoreboard now reads 147 for a loss of 5. Victor Mugisha coming to ball over number 18 of this game. Two more overs remaining, 148 for a loss of 5. Full toss, but not well hit there by Okwalinga. Pushing quickly, but they will only take a single run. But now Mt.Rwenzori still milking the runs, and now the runs they are picking at this moment are the runs that can see them pick up the win. Long on and long off, cow corner, plus extra cover, and deep fine leg at the boundaries, at the boundary raiders for Victor Mugisha. Now changes, finally coming up, and third man going down. A little uppish run out chance. Well completed there. Some good athleticism there from Victor Mugisha, running and picking up the ball. These batters wanted to keep milking the runs, and in the end, Mugisha Victor there showing some bit of athleticism. Pinpoint accuracy in his throw to get that run out. But look at that one, hit uppish. Mugisha was thinking of taking the catch, but in the end he gets hold onto it and directly throw. Found Okwalinga miles away from his crease. The 6th wicket falls for Mt.Rwenzori. Tom Adupu makes his way to replace Emmanuel Okwalinga. 149 for a loss of 6. Hit up in the air. Mugisha closing his eyes because he felt there was a chance of taking that catch, but he doesn't take it. It is now a quiet passage of play. Not so many boundaries are coming the way of the team batting now, Rwenzori. Down the leg, and it is wide there from Victor Mugisha. Tom Adopo manages to squeeze one to long on, and he's off the mark, bringing up 150 runs, the team total for Mt.Rwenzori. Full to Julius Woj's bat, and they are pushing quickly for the second run. Good running. Tom Adupo and Julius Woji play for the same domestic club, Africa Cricket Club, so they have some bit of chemistry between them, but are really running very, very well between the wickets. And one more ball remaining to play in this penultimate over of this first innings, where Mt.Satima won the dress and opted to ball first off the outside edge of the blade, and they will take the single, bringing the end to over number 19. 154 for a loss of 6 is the score after 19 overs. Six more balls remaining in this innings. Mt.Satima has won the toss and opted to bowl first, but now 6 more remaining. 154 already on board. Akram Nsobuga coming to bowl the final 6 balls of this innings. Extra cover, deep mid-wicket, long on, long off. Into the surface. And a dot ball. Good bowling there from Akram. But seeing 154 on board, if you're Mt.Rwenzori, you'd feel that you have something to bowl at. Of the thick outside edge of that bat for Boji Julius. And a single taken. Now 4 more remaining in the innings. Hit, but taken by Mugisha Victor. Tom Adupu not finding his hitting range. And Akram Nsobuga finally picks up a first wicket there. Calmly taken the catch there by Victor Mugisha. But it is indeed a time of hitting. Tom Adupu departs. And now Moses Achema makes his way. 3 more balls remaining for us to come to the end of the first innings. Mt.Satima are now in for Mt.Rwenzori, 155 for a loss of 7 is the score, and the Achema off the mark right away. That is picked up very nicely, and it goes all the way for a maximum. Akramusoboga cutting off his run up, but Julius Woji also saying, yes, I can score some runs. Yesterday he scored a quick 40 for Mt.Rwenzori, and today he is again looking like though he is in the mood. He goes again, but he will pick up the fielder there in the deep. Poor throw there from Stephen Othieno, and they will complete the second run. That double will bring us to the end of the first innings there. 164 for a loss of 7 is where Mt.Rwenzori will end their innings, and that is the match summary there for you. Mt.Satima has wanted to send up to ball first, but I tell you, runs were flowing for Rwenzori. 51 of 40 for Emmanuel Okwalinga, Emantirani 41 of 31, and Julius Wojis 22 of 14. Mitchell Ethan picked up 2 wickets for 24 in 4 overs, and Akram Soboga, London Timothy Muhanguzi picked up a single wicket apiece. We will do take a short break, and we will return with the second innings of this match. A fine first over there for Mt.Rwenzori. They are already in things. Emmanuel Okwalinga picking up 2 wickets in that first over. Vigirio Odeke being the most last wicket there to depart. A bit of a thick inside edge. And the furniture rearranged. We saw a catch there by Harris, previously brilliantly taken at the slip cordon. And just 1 run on board with the 2 wickets falling already inside the first over. Pressure down to Mt.Satima because somehow their innings have failed to get going. Wickets are tumbling and tumbling in quick fashion. Headlines are being bowled by Emmanuel Okwalinga, and he's made sure that out of nothing, he keeps picking wickets. Two wickets falling in the first over with no runs on board. 1 for 2. And Loikin Turaki is the new batter in, coming on to face the final ball of this first over by Emmanuel Okwalinga. But what an over there. Just 1 wide in that over, but wickets have been in play for the entire over. And they have been falling in quick succession. Emmanuel Okwalinga continuing right arm round the wickets to try and create that angle. Bamuturaki, Loikin, Ian with work to do. This is match day 13 of the East African Safari here at Florida Cricket Oval. This tournament is sponsored by Dafabet, Kings, the Children's Medical Center, and Deep End Sports Media. The final ball of the first over is here. It will be a dot ball there. Pace off delivery there from Okwalinga, and just dabbed it down. End of the over. 1 gone and 1 for 2 is what the scoreboard reads here for Mt.Satima. Too much pressure now onto them because they have failed to get going. They came with some bit of pressure, and now Rwenzori already into the business. We will be seeing a spinner bowling the second over, Hemant Hirani. He was in the runs column, and now there he comes in to bowl. Left arm off break there for Hemant. Nathan Serunjoji. Hemant Hirani will be bowling left arm round the wickets, creating some bit of a cross angle there. But when you look at the fixtures for tomorrow, Mt.Rwenzori will play. The fixtures for tomorrow in the morning will be Mount Kilimanjaro taking on Karisimbi and Rwenzori Elgon in the afternoon. The ball drifting away from him there. Good start there from Hemant Hirani. Nothing for Serunjoji Nathan to play around with. Turn and bounce. And it is another dot ball in the over. And bowled him. He saw that he was struggling to hit that ball away. Hemant Hirani just making sure that his skids went through. He was extending it closer and closer to Nathan Serunjoji. This time round, pitches it to the leg side and let it hang away. The ball goes on and wipes off the bails, and the third wicket goes for just 1 run. Mt.Satima's innings have completely failed to get going. 3 wickets falling in a flash, and that is the prize-taking ball there. Somehow to the leg stump, and the ball drifting away, knocking off the bells. Nathan Sorunjoji clueless. He should have blocked it right from its pitch, but beaten and the furniture rearranged. Hirani in the attack and Hirani in the wickets column. Good bowling display here so far for Mt.Rwenzori as they keep taking the wickets and piling up the pressure. Davis Wanyama is the new batter making his way to the crease. A lot of pressure now onto the Mt.Satima batting lineup. 3 wickets have fallen in the space of just 2 overs. And now some changes being made in the field there by Hirani Hemant. The square leg fielder going on the right hand side of the umpire. Davis Wanyama handy a bit, but now a lot of rebuilding to do for them to pick the win. A quick one, but it will be a dot ball there from Wanyama Davis. Davis goes hard, risky business. This is time for rebuilding. You need to go for caution and not power. But it will be a dot ball there from Hirani. Across the line, Timber exposed and Timber rearranged. Hemant Hirani with the second wicket in the over, and it is the 4th that goes. Just 1 run on board and 4 wickets are falling in a flash here for Mt.Satima. It is all happening here at Florida Cricket Oval. They are now all over them like a rush. Wickets are now tumbling. 2 in the first over and 2 so far in the second over, and 1 for 4 is what the scoreboard reads. Hemant Hirani there using his experience. Look at that one. He gets one angling back, darting one back, and Davis Wanyama clueless on what to do. Timber is rearranged, and it is another wicket there that goes. What a day here for Mt.Rwenzori. Too much pressure, nothing being given away to Mt.Satima to work around with. End of the second over, and 1 for 4 is the score. Victor Mugisha, Newman in. Okwalinga Emmanuel will be bowling his second over. Okwalinga Emmanuel, his first over went for just 1 run and he picked up 2 wickets in it. He's been bowling that right arm round the wicket angle. The first wicket that fell was a catch which was taken at slips, and the second one was bowled, trying to go so hard to hit there Loikindi Bamuturaki, but nowhere in the frame. And it will be a dot ball there from Okwalinga. But good line there being bowled by him. He's going for that hard length. But he manages to start off with a dot ball. No runs being given away to Mt.Satima, nothing coming easy. Up in the air, there is a waiting fielder. Solomon Luwamachigozi, the captain, takes that catch, and look at the celebration there from that man. Fine take there. Loikin Mamtlaki trying to break the shackles and get out of the blocks. Trying that lofted drive, but he finds a waiting man covering some bit of a distance there, running in from mid off. Third wicket there for Emmanuel Okwalinga, and it will be Loikin Mamtlaki to depart, but look at that catch and look at the celebration there. Yes! He says we've made it. This is what we are made of. We are Mt.Rwenzori. 5 wickets have fallen for just 1 run. The innings have completely failed to get going here for Mt.Satima. And now we will see the new batter in Ochaya Amiri making his way to the crease. A beautiful passage of play here so far for Mt.Rwenzori. They have picked up 5 wickets in a flash. Just 1 run on board. It was a wide from Okwalinga. One for 5, unbelievable here. Mt.Satima, one of the teams that looked so formidable in this tournament. Hit straight to the field, and it is taken. Another wicket. Catching practice here for Solomon Luwamachigozi, and it is another wicket that falls in a flash. Emmanuel Okwalinga scored a half century in the first innings, and in the second innings, he's made sure that he comes and picks up wickets. The 4th one in his name, and the 1 for 6. Very unbelievable figures here. It is all happening here at Florida Cricket Oval. Wickets are falling and falling in a flash. Amiri Ochaya comes, Amiri Ochaya goes. Another catch there, hit straight to Solomon. And Solomon gets hold onto that one. Look at that. And the celebrations say it all. All over them like a rush now. There might not be any chance of them recovering. The only thing they can now do is try and feint some runs to lose honorably. But what a display there from Mt.Rwenzori. They have taken all their chances and picked up all the wickets that they really needed. 6 wickets have all contributed, just 1 run. Very unbelievable, but it is all happening here. What a performance, what a display here. Emmanuel Okwalinga, clearly a peak of player of match at the back of a half century. He has 4 wickets so far. And they are now struggling. Don't look like they will be stopping now. Brilliant passage of play here. What an over there from Okwalinga. Hat-trick ball coming in. Mitali Ethan is the new batter in. Sharp outswing there, and Mitali Ethan will survive the hat-trick ball. 1 for 6 is what the scoreboard reads. Unbelievable. 164 in 105 balls. Satima Mountain completely failing to take care of the wicket column. Wickets falling and falling very quickly. Pace off, but it is another dot ball there for Okwalinga. He's bowling all the variations. He has that ball which swing away from the batter, and he has that pace off ball which he bowls straight. He's really making sure that he goes for all the balls to try and make sure that the wickets are in check. Final ball of the over. And it is a dot ball there. End of the over. Back-to-back maidens here. And as we come to the end of over number 3, you can see the scoreboard and you will never believe it. But 6-1 is what the scoreboard reads. At the back of a double wicket maiden, Mt.Rwenzori returning now to bowl. He has that angle that he creates. No run taken. Victor Mugisha looking a little well poised for the battle. He's somehow getting ball to bat. Much brilliant there for Mt.Satima. Hits that one straight to the fielder. And it is another dot ball. The current passage of play has been dot ball, wicket, dot ball, wicket. No runs off the bat. And it is a wicket. What a delivery there from Mt.Rwenzori. Experience. Mugisha Victor stuck in his crease. And the 7th one goes with just 1 run on board. We might see the lowest total of this tournament, but what a batting collapse here for the team. Mt.Satima failing to get the innings going. Mt.Rwenzori picks up his 3rd wicket. And I tell you, they have now shared these wickets, him and Okwalinga. But look at that one there. Beaten completely by the pace, Mugisha Victor, and the furniture rearranged. It is another wicket that goes, and now we see the captain for Mt.Satima making his way to the crease. But a lot of work for them to do in terms of rebuilding. Akram Nsubuga is now the batter who has walked in. Too quick there from Mt.Rwenzori, and he left Mugisha Victor very, very clueless. 1 for 7. But what a match here. Mt.Rwenzori has come out, and they have really made sure that they push back all the pressure. And now the captain is right at the crease, Akram Nsubuga, for his side, but work to do. A quick one that is missed by the wicket keeper will give them a chance to take by runs. And I tell you, if that ball was straight, could have seen Akram Nsubuga bowled, because Akram Nsubuga went across the line. But by runs they will take. And the final ball of the over there from Mt.Rwenzori. But good work there from him. He's made sure that no runs are scored in his spell. He's gone pace off and he's picked up the dot ball. Another maiden over there. Back-to-back maidens for Mt.Rwenzori. And as we come to the end of over number 4, 2 for 7 is the score. No runs off the bats of these batters of Mt.Satima. And you feel that they are now missing their players who are not available today. Richard Sohera, Geoffrey Kakaire, Eddie Agaba, Trevor Angoli, all missing in this match. And I tell you, at a time where we are nearing the playoffs, you need to make sure that all your players are around and are in fine form. 2 for 7 after 4 overs. We might see the lowest total of the tournament if Satima Mountain doesn't get out of the blocks. But Emmanuel Okwalinga will be returning to bowl his 3rd over. Okwalinga has far picked up 4 wickets for just 1 run in 2 overs, and now he will be coming in to bowl. A packed offside there for him. What a match here at a Florida Cricket Oval. Brilliant display of cricket. And in tomorrow's fixtures, the morning we'll see Mount Kilimanjaro take on Karisimbi and Rwenzori take on Elgon in the afternoon. Not good glove work there from the wicket keeper. And it will be runs. Akram Monsovoga says, yes, we might not come out on top in this one, but we will try and fight back. It is by runs. Nothing yet to come off the bat. Long time coming. You'd feel that they are not playing from the same pitch that was used in the first innings. But everything happening here at Florida Cricket Oval. Okwalinga now coming right arm over. Pace off. And a dot ball. A little fall there to access for Mt.Rwenzori, but he doesn't manage to hit it on. Good bowling, good lines there from Okwalinga, and it is another dot ball. Just keeping it outside off stump, and he manages to dot it. Nothing coming easy the way of Mt.Satima, and it is all happening here. 3 more wickets for it to be game, set and match. Down the leg, and it's wide. He's gone pace off, but failed to keep it within the tram lines there. Emmanuel Okwalinga has been trying out so many things. But he will need to adjust his lines. Good fielding there from Moses Achema, cutting that one off. Straight to the field, and it is another dot ball. Yet to get some runs off the bat, Mt.Rwenzori. Nearly a feather, a little close to the blade, but we've come to the end of the over. 5 gone, and 4 for 7 is the score. This is the final over to complete the power play, and it will be Hemant Hirani coming back to bowl it. Hemant Hirani has so far bowled 2.1 overs and is yet to concede a run. Hits that one. Akram Nsubuga picking up on it very nicely. And he breaks the shackles for his side. It is the boundary. Akram Nsubuga says, it is okay. We might lose, but we will try and fight. Hit there by Akram Nsubuga, somehow finding his hitting range, and that rolls all the way to the boundary. 2 boundaries in this over. He is now somehow enjoying the bowling of Mt.Rwenzori. Right in his hitting arc and driven down the ground. There is a run out chance there. 2 batters in the middle. A comment of errors, but it will be only Mitali Ethan who will depart. Not sure what the communication was for them, but Mitali Ethan there will have to make the long walk back. 14 for 8, and out of nothing, they do pick up another wicket. What a comment of errors. There are no communication whatsoever there between these 2 players. And in the end, it is a run out. Look at that comedy. After taking the run out of Mitali Ethan, he makes another direct throw. Very, very interesting comical scenes happening here. But 8 wickets have fallen for just 14 runs. The lights dimming and dimming even further here for the side. 6 overs gone, and inside the power play, all the 8 wickets have been taken. 14 for a loss of 8 after 6. Okwalinga will bowl himself out. Some movement there from Stephen Othieno, the new batter who has walked in, but nowhere close to that ball. some good bowling there, some pace coming in from Okwalinga. He so far bowled 3.1 overs and conceded just 2 runs, picked up 4 wickets. What a spell there for Okwalinga. Hit down the ground and work for the fielders to do. A bit sloppy, and they do take the second run. Some good rotation of Swake there. Stephen Otieno and Akramon Sovuga, but just 2 more wickets away from picking up the victory. Mount Elgon. And I tell you, when these teams met for the first time in this tournament, it was Satima that came out on top of that fixture. But some good comeback here, some revenge. Full, but it is a dot ball. Satima beat Mt.Rwenzori by 6 wickets in the first meeting, but now a sweet revenge about to come their way. And I tell you, a win here will take Mt.Rwenzori in the playoff places, because they will go on 8 points and they will dismiss Mount Karisimbi. So you need to make sure that you're winning, and Karisimbi will now come tomorrow under pressure as they take on Kilimanjaro in the morning. You snooze, you lose. He's kept that hanging blade there, Stephen Otieno. Hit and run, and the run taken right under the watch of Tom Adupu. And we've come to the end of the 7th over with the scoreboard reading 18 for 8. Hemant Hirani will also be coming to bowl his final over. 2 boundaries there scored by Okramon Sobuga in his previous over, after him bowling 2 back-to-back maiden overs, wicket maiden overs. And now for Stephen Otieno, all the fielders front of the square are up. It is a dot ball. No, it is a single there taken. Touch and go, and Achama Ito sloppy, not completing a timely throw. And the run taken. Now Akramon Sobuga back. Extra cover goes down. Longo off goes down and Longo on. Because he's been hitting him to the fences. So now he's putting some bit of protection there. Hemant Hirani. Turn and bounce, and it is a dot ball. Akramon Sobuga feels like it was there for him to hit. Good bowling there from Hemant Hirani, just bringing it close to his body line and not giving him the chance of hitting it away. He's known that when he's gone pace off and a little full outside, Akramon Sobuga is picking it up nicely. A little lofted but well fielded there by Hariom Dudarejia. And it is a dot ball. Full toss, hit up in the air. The fielder caught napping there, Emmanuel Okwalinga, and he doesn't take the catch. And Mt.Rwenzori gets a second life. Final ball of the Hemant Hirani spell is bowled a quick one, and it is a dot ball. End of the over, 8 gone and 20 for 8 is the score. Bowling change for Mt.Rwenzori, and Hariom Dudareijia will be into the attack, replacing Emmanuel Okwalinga. Akram goes, but the ball doesn't carry. There was a chance of the run out, but they do take on his arm. Akram Nsovga there will feel that didn't get to the blade so well. Not sure how Akram survives that one, but it is a dot ball. Extra cover, long on, long off, Kaokona and deep mid wicket all waiting to catch, because they know Akram Nsovga will be trying to take on Hariom Dudareijia. An interesting field set up there for Nsovga Akram. There is a breeze across this pitch. Full and outside off, and it is hit away, but well fielded there by the man in the deep, and just a single taken. And now for Stephen Othieno, all the fielders will come close to the arc. He goes, oh, he doesn't carry to the fielder. Run out chance. And yes, it is a run out. A little excited and leaving his ground, Stephen Othieno, after hitting that. Pinpoint accuracy in that throw there by Achema. He didn't take the catch, but the throw was spot on. Closing on his blade a bit. Look at that one, he missed the catch. And throwing that ball right in motion. Stephen Othieno miles away from making his ground. Julius Woji waves off the bells, and it is the 9th wicket that goes. 23 for a loss of 9 is the score. What a performance here by Mt.Rwenzori. This game will help them in terms of net run rate. Their net run rate has been in negatives, but I tell you at the end of this game, their net run rate will be now in positives. The final batter for Mt.Satima will make his way to the crease, and it is Kato Ronnie, young brother to Waswa. One more wicket here for the victory to go the way of Mt.Rwenzori, and now the trap all set there for Akram Nsobuga. Akram goes, he times it very nicely, and it goes all the way to the boundary. That man there in the deep, putting in some bit of athleticism and effort, but Akram Nsobuga with a good placement, bringing up a boundary. One thing that he has done in this game is trying to punch back. Akram Nsobuga said we might lose this one, but I will make sure that you chase some bit of leather. And as we come to the end of the 9th over, runs not coming the way of Mt.Satima. They have lost wickets in a flash. Wickets were tumbling very, very quickly. And after 9, 28 for a loss of 9 is the score. Harris is now the new bowler in the attack there. Outside edge of the blade to play, and it is a dot ball. Dot ball there to start off the over. Good bowling. Now wides. on match day number 13 of the East African Safari. A comprehensive win by Mt.Rwenzori, 164 runs victory. Balem first invade the captain for Mt.Satima, Akramunsovoga. Your batting collapsed right away. What was the message coming in from the dugout?
Okay, like I told the boys, let's play all the overs, but I don't know what happened to the boys.
But when you came, your plan was not playing all the overs. We were trying to play some big hits. Did you say that? Do you mean that when you came, the plan changed a bit?
No, because like the wickets were all done, so I had to just go hard.
How much do you miss your players like Eddie Agaba, Richard Sohera, Trevor Ngoli, who are not available in this game, and when should you hope them to return?
Okay, I don't miss them so much, but today it was not a good day for the youngster, but we hope Friday it will be a good day.
Hard luck and go well.
Thank you.
Let me invite Solomon Chigozirwama. Solomon, congratulations upon picking up this win. What was the bowling plan? Wickets fell early, and I saw two bowlers bowling on trot, Emmanuel Okwalinga and Hemantirani.
The point was to improve on our net run rate, so try to wrap up the game as quickly as possible. So we kept them on, and they were getting the wickets. So there was nothing to change.
Already in the playoff places, what is it like, the mood in the camp?
We are very positive. We are happy. We look forward to our next fixture. If we can get a win, then we will be well assured of that playoff place.
Congratulations and go well.
Thank you very much.
And now the player of match, Emmanuel, who came out and scored a half century and also picked up 4 wickets. Emmanuel Okwalinga takes the word from Hope Tandeka, the match umpire. Congratulations, Emmanuel, upon winning the award. What was the bowling plan for you? I saw you bowled some round the wickets and then you went over. What inspired that change?
What mainly inspired that change is the way the batsmen were playing. When I was coming from over, I wasn't picking wickets. From round, sorry. So I had to come from over to create chances, and did create some chances.
And you must have enjoyed the bowling in your partnership with Hemantirani, but what do you make of the entire team performance?
The entire team came to play today. First leg was a tight game, but second leg we are good to go. Playoffs, here we come.
Congratulations and go well.
Thank you so much.
Action continues tomorrow, match day number 14, and in the morning it will be Mount Karisimbi taking on Mount Kilimanjaro, but for today it is a wrap up. Eid Mubarak to all our Muslim brothers and sisters.